I'm gonna start the stream now. Testing. Perfect. I hear myself. What's going on, team? Welcome to tonight's isolation session for March 27th, 2025. Gonna give everybody 2 minutes to join and then we'll get started. Gonna go through these pretty quick. Tomorrow's already Friday. You guys know 9 out of 10 times I don't really trade Fridays, so just gonna go through these pretty quickly. Just wanted to have this stream out and this video up for everybody who likes to watch them before their trading sessions. So just gonna give everybody another minute here to join and then we'll get started. Again, gonna do it pretty quickly. Shouldn't be longer than 20 minutes, 25 minutes to be honest. Alright, gentlemen, let's get started. Check my email one more time. Hold on. Alright, let's get started. So AU, we know we're in A2. We're still following the same higher high and higher low. Lower time frame, kind of waiting to see what price wants to do. In this zone of consolidation, does price want to give us a break of the low and continue to push down to the bottom to continue into the lower lows? Does price want to break these highs to then target our 4-hour break of structure, right? So we already know we're looking for a few things, right? If price could give us a valid break of these highs, then we'll get price to do this. Once we get to these highs, price will either reject and go short, or we will continue to see price give us a break of structure. This is where we'll be looking for the retest to continue. Again, in the 4-hour time frame to continue the trend higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low into the higher high, right? Or once again, since we know we're in the zone of consolidation, right, we'll be looking for price to break these lows to continue down into the 4-hour lows, which are down here. So just a few things to wait for here on AU. Not gonna force any trades. If we finish this week on a second week of drop, right, we already know next week what we'll be looking. We'll be looking for price to give us that third push next week, back down to the bottom. Price failed to give us that 4th day push. Let's go ahead and delete some of these drawings now. There's too much on my screen. Start from fresh. Right. Price failed to give us that 4th day push, and we ended up on a no net. So again, price is just moving sideways, guys. Not a lot to really break down when it comes to AU. EA, we know we were at a higher high, looking for a pullback into the higher low. Again, we're reaching towards the end of the month. If we finish on a second month horizon, we know next month we'll continue to look for price to continue the push to the top side. EA gave us this 4th week push, gave us the pullback, which is perfect. Here on the 4-hour, we also got a engulfing candle. Perfect engulfing candle. No retest just yet. While we're engulfing, 30-minute time frame. We had 3 days of drop. After 3 days of drop, market must move sideways or go up. We ended up going up. Day of rise. Again, on the 30-minute, we know that we're still trading lower low and lower high. So at this moment, just gotta be patient. And again, we did get a clean lower low break of structure below the 800. So we want to be careful with EA. Lower time frame is telling us lower lows and lower highs, but higher time frame is still telling us higher highs and higher lows. Just want to be patient here, guys. Lower time frame, we had high, low, high, boom, low, lower high, lower low, and then change of character. Looking like we're getting that break of structure now. We ended up having an engulfing candle towards the end of the day, but green candle doesn't have a top wick, so it's not valid. So no valid entries here just yet on EA. Would like to get a pullback. That pullback would be very nice. At this point, you know, this is a 60 pip pullback. So do I think we'll get it today? Probably not. This will probably be a trade going into next week. But we'll keep an eye on it for EA. EA looks good. EURCAD, similar boat. We're trading at a higher high, looking for the pullback into the higher low. It's exactly what we're seeing. Price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs in the lower time frame. No continuations. 3 weeks of rise. After 3 weeks of rise, the market must move sideways or go down. We went down. And then price continued that downtrend push into this week as well. No engulfing candles. Right on the 200 EMA on the 4 hour, which is perfect. But on the 30-minute, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. So we just want to be patient. $30-minute engulfing candle here as well. Let's go to the 1 hour. Nothing on the 1, but on the 30 we do. And again, is this a high probability engulfing candle? No. Because again, price is still trading between lower low and lower high. Could this just be a lower high for price to continue into a lower low? Absolutely. So I'll wait for the flip. No rush. Euro USD. We are still in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. Same thing as the other pairs, gave us a higher high, gave us a pullback, gave us a higher low, gave us a nice daily engulfing candle. It's very close, so I wouldn't mark this as an engulfing, but it did close above. Right, so could this be a nice point of interest? Absolutely. Looking for engulfing candles in the lower time frames. No engulfing candles. Price ended up giving us still lower low, lower high. Gave us an exhaustion candle at the top, so again, want to be very careful taking this trade. Gave us an exhaustion candle, still going lower lows and lower highs. Not a lot to really talk about. GA on the daily time frame, we're still trading at a higher high in level 3. Higher high, higher low. Still trading in this higher high. No continuations on the daily time frame just yet. On the 4 hour, we had the 4th week variation. So this week, we're expecting price to go down or move sideways. And right now, we're on that sideways marker. Nothing on the 4. Nothing on the 1. Then on the 30-minute, we're still looking for the break of structure to happen above these highs. So again, just want to be patient, no continuations. Not a lot to go off on. Very similar to the other pairs, we do have an engulfing candle, but because this engulfing candle is not here after the break, This is still low probability if price decides to come back to this and gives us a retest. So you want to be patient. GCAD again, very similar to the other pairs. We're in level 3, gave us a breakout of our zone of consolidation, gave us a higher high, looking for a higher low. Daily time frame, we have a nice engulfing candle, but that red candle does not have a bottom wick, so this is not valid. On the 4-hour time frame, no continuations, still making higher high, higher low. And then on the 30-minute, we had lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price gave us a change of character, higher high. We're trading between this high and these lows. Again, any engulfing candles? Yes, we do on the 30-minute. Once again, guys, very careful trading these pairs right now. And again, the reason why, this could still just be an inducement to continue that downtrend push to make lower lows and lower highs. Want to be careful taking these trades tomorrow. GJ, daily time frame, still making higher highs and higher lows. In the race to make another higher high, price pushed up and gave us a zone of consolidation. Rejected the highs, went lows, rejected the lows, went high, rejected the highs, went low. Gave us another rejection of the lows, and we started turning around, making higher highs and higher lows. So here on the daily, right now no continuations, right now no engulfing candles. On the 4-hour time frame, we have multiple weeks where price has been pushing up to the top side, still giving us internal higher highs and higher lows. Right? No engulfing candles on the 4-hour either. And on the 30-minute, we have a day of no net yesterday. Today price gave us another higher high, higher low. So we are now trading between this higher low over here and this higher high over here. One day arrives. No engulfing candles on the 30-minute either. And again, want to be careful with this trade, guys. Looking at the pushes. Push 1. Push 2. Push number 3. Right, so after push number 3, we know we're looking for price to give us a pullback. Now, how steep that pullback is going to be, that's the question, right? Could it just be a simple 23.6, 38.2 retracement somewhere here at the top to continue? Yeah. Could they give us a steeper pullback into the 50% retracement? Right, that could also be what they're doing. Right, we do have a 1-hour engulfing candle. We have a 1-hour candle. We have a 1-hour engulfing here. So just gotta be patient and see what happens in this area. Right, what I'd want to look for here now is the lower time frame change of characters and breakup structures. So we're looking at this from the 1 minute, right, on the lower time frame. We have lower low. I wouldn't even say that this is lower low, lower high, lower low. I would say we're trading this low, right? Boom, low. Gave us this high broke. Gave us this low. High gave us this little 1 minute time frame shit here. Or we could even say this one would be the same. Let's say we mark up that this is higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Right now we're trading between this low and this high. I'd want to see that turnaround happen here on GJ. Question, you're looking at different time frames and looking for confirmation on each of them for your trading plan. Yep, that's correct. Right, each time frame is telling you something. Sometimes each time frame will tell you the same thing, and that's the easiest way to trade. Right, when every single time frame is telling you the exact same thing, that's the easiest time to look for a trade. But yeah, on the daily time frame, we're looking at overall market makers pattern, overall moves. What are we doing? Right, that'll happen on the daily time frame. Do we have any continuations? Right, in this case, since it's uptrend, do we have 2 months of rise? Right, on the daily time frame, do we have any engulfing candles? Are we bouncing off the EMAs? On the 4 hour, same thing. Right, confirmation is, are we trending? Are we consolidating? Are we making higher highs and higher lows? Do we have continuations with the weeks of rise? Again, in this case, since GJ is uptrending, I'm looking for 2 weeks of rise going into a third week. Do we have any engulfing candles? Are we bouncing off the EMAs? And then on the 30 minutes, same thing. 30-minute time frame, are we trending? Are we consolidating? Are we pushing with the trend, against the trend? Do we have any engulfing candles? Do we have any continuations? 2 days of rise, looking for a third day. Do we have any change of character, break of structures? So those are kind of like all the confirmations that I look for, and they're all pretty much very similar, right? And then again, when I'm looking for entries, I'm just putting all the pieces together, which again, we understand that in GJ would love to see price push up to the top side. But right now, where are we? We're at a higher high. Not only are we at a higher high, but then when you go down to the lower time frames, you already see, okay, how many weeks did we have where price started pushing to the top side? Internal time frame, we could see higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Right, not only that, but we also know when we're looking for our pushes, we had push number 1, push number 2, push number 3. Right, after 3 pushes, what is the market going to do? It's either going to move sideways or it's going to push down and give us a pullback. So that's already letting me know my first confirmation, my first point of interest as to where I want to see an entry, which is the engulfing candle. It's already kind of letting me know that this is a very weak engulfing candle on the 1 hour time frame. So gonna be patient when it comes to GJ. Still not ready to take a trade on that. Thank you, no problem. GU, we broke out of our first zone of consolidation V1, got the pullback, looking for higher highs and higher lows. We're sitting at a higher high and price is just moving sideways. Looking good for next month already. We have 2 months of rise. Next month we know that price is going to push up to the top side as well. We also know we have an engulfing candle here. Oh no, it's not valid. Never mind. We're in a 4 hour little shoulder head shoulder. Price rejected the lows and started to push to the top side. And then on the 30 minute we had lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price gave us another change of character, higher high. We have a day of rise on here. No engulfing candles on the 30, nothing on the 1, nothing on the 4. That's pretty much it, guys. All these other pairs, I'm just gonna keep them up to date. But I'm not gonna do their breakdowns on stream. Damn, gold. Any questions, guys? Any other pairs you guys want me to go over? Anything you guys want me to explain? Let me know. No questions in the chat? Alright, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. We'll be back again tomorrow morning for the live trading session. Have a good rest of your night. Peace out.